Hey guys, this is Gene Jensen, and today we're going to talk about the Texas rig. Just basically how to rig it. Texas rig is a very basic rig. It's used for pitching into cover, pitching along docks. It's just a great way to be able to rig any type of soft plastic. I'm going to show you it on a couple of different types. This right here is a Vile Craw by Biospawn Lures. We're going to be using a bullet weight. Just happens to be a tungsten weight. You can use lead. You can use just about any kind of bullet weight there is, any weight depending on how deep you want to fish it. And a worm hook. This is an offset round bend by Gamakatsu. You can use an extra wide gap. You can use a straight chain hook. Anything else, you just got to, each type of hook is rigged just a little bit different. I've got a couple of videos on my channel that I'll put right up here, links right up here, so you guys can see how to do it with different types of hooks. All right, well, the first thing you do is you take your bullet weight and you slide it onto your main line, putting the main line through the pointed end of your bullet weight. And it sits freely, just like that. Then you choose the hook that you need. Now, you choose the hook depending on the size of the plastic. Now, big, long worms or 7-inch worms like trick worms, straight tail worms, things like that, I like to use the biggest or the smallest hook that I can get away with. And so I caught my personal best on a 7-inch trick worm, but it only had a number 1 offset round bend hook in it, and so that's a tiny hook. I was even lucky to hook him. It was even smaller than this little one right here. But for like this is a Vile Craw by Biospawn, and a 5/0 hook is a little too big for it. This is a 4/0. You can get away with a 4/0. See, I just lay it along the side just like that. I look at how deep I'm going to have the eye of the hook. And then I see where it's going to come out at. And if I was to use this one, it would come out, oh shoot, almost close to the craws, which is okay if you're flipping and pitching, things like that. But I like to go a little bit smaller, kind of give those claws a little bit more action. So I'm going to go with a 3/0. All right, now once you've chosen the hook, you tie it on with some type of a connecting knot. I'm going to use an improved clinch knot just because I have learned to tie it pretty fast, and it's easy for me. You can use a Palomar knot, a San Diego Jam knot, a Rapala knot. I mean, there's dozens and dozens of connecting knots. But anyway, when I'm tying fluorocarbon with an improved clinch knot, I just make sure I tie it very carefully. But I don't cinch it down by pulling it. I'll push it down with my thumb, and then I'll pull everything tight. Look at the knot closely, make sure it's tied right, and then clip the tag in. Okay. Now, to Texas rig this Vile Craw and just about any soft plastic, okay, the first thing I do, depending on the type of hook I use, now you can use a extra wide gap, you can use a straight chain hook, anything else, but if I've never used this type of a hook, I'm going to lay that hook, do it upside down here so you guys can see it. I'm going to lay that hook alongside the craw or the soft plastic the way I'm going to rig it, okay? And I look and see the angle that the eye is going to come in, so that's my first place I stick the hook, and then where it's going to come out at the bottom. So the first thing to worry about is where you're going to stick the hook in. And with extra wide gaps, you go straight down into the soft plastic. With these offset round bends, you actually do it at an angle. And I'm going to put it in there and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Okay? All right. See how that hook is coming out at an angle? With an extra wide gap, it's not going to do that. Okay, and then all you do is you pull it down, twist it. I like to do it to where the eye of the hook is inside the bait. And I drop that hook down where it's going to go in at and pull it back up. Okay? And that's a Texas rig. A Texas rig, like I said, it will work with any soft plastic. I mean, you name it, a little, stick bait like this exo stick, like a flipping pitching bait, like this Rage Tail Menace, or a rage bug, or a long worm, or a little worm, or just any soft plastic you can grab. You can put a Texas rig on. You just have to decide if that's what the bass want or not. Little bitty worm, little bitty hook, that kind of stuff. Well, now that you've learned what the Texas rig is, if you're interested in how to fish it, just click on this video right here. But before you do that, if that little red subscribe button, or if that button up there is red, click on it. Subscribe to my channel. It's full of great information. Like I always say, take somebody out fishing, introduce them to fishing, and then introduce them to my videos, and let them watch them and learn what you've learned by watching my videos. So take care. Have a great day.